Welcome everyone to my channel. This is Chinmay Parida, primary teacher of Kendriya Vidyalaya Gumla. In this video, we are going to learn relative pronoun and its use. Let's go for today's lesson. Before we learn relative pronoun, it's very much essential to know what a pronoun is. Therefore, let's know about pronoun in short. From the name itself, you can guess that pronoun is a proxy for noun. That means pronoun does the work of noun in the absence of noun it represents. Let's examine some examples to know what a pronoun is. Sarita is my younger sister. Sarita loves to read novels. Both the sentences tells us about Sarita. Here, Sarita acts as subject of both sentences. Sarita is also a noun in both sentences. When we read both sentences together, then it somehow doesn't sound good to hear the name Sarita again and again. To make it sound good, we can replace Sarita with C in the second sentence. Now the sentence will look like this. Sarita is my younger sister. She loves to read novels. It now sounds good. Here C replaced Sarita in the second sentence. The word she acted as a proxy for the noun Sarita. Therefore, Sarita is pronoun here. In general, we can say pronoun is a word that is used in place of a noun or a phrase that contains a noun. For example, he, she, it, we, they, our, etc. You got a clear note on pronoun? Now it's the time to learn relative pronoun. Let's examine some sentences to define relative pronoun. Sarita is my younger sister. Sarita loves to read novels. Both the sentences are about the same person, that is Sarita. The first sentence is about Sarita and the second sentence is also about Sarita. We are instructed to join the sentences. Let's join it. When we join the two sentences, then the new sentence will be Sarita, who loves to read novels, is my younger sister. Here, Sarita is the noun. Here, who also introduced the relative or adjective clause written in italicized letter, that is loves to read novels. So, who will be called as a relative pronoun? In general, we can say relative pronoun is the pronoun that is used to introduce relative clause or adjective clause. Relative clause is always preceded by relative pronoun. That means we always put relative pronoun before relative clause. Here we have put who, the relative pronoun, before the relative clause loves to read novels. The most common relative pronouns are who, whom, whose, which, that. Who, whom, whose, which, that. In some cases, when and where is also used as relative pronouns. Now we will learn how each relative pronouns will be used. First of all, let's learn use of the relative pronoun who. Observe the sentences carefully. The musician who composed the song is Bengali. The musician who composed the song is Bengali. Here, the musician is the noun, who is the relative pronoun, and composed the song is relative clause. The relative pronoun who represented the musician who is a person, and this noun acted as the subject in the sentence. The musician is the subject of the sentence. Let's observe another sentence. I hate the people who talk while watching movie. In this sentence, the people is noun, who is relative pronoun. The phrase talk while watching is relative clause. Therefore, in general, we can say relative pronoun who is used for persons that acts as subject in sentences. Particularly, who replaces the pronouns like I, you, he, she, we, etc. Now let's learn the use of whom as relative pronoun. Observe the sentences. The boys whom you see are football players. Here, the boy is noun, whom is the relative pronoun, you see is relative clause. Observe the second sentence. I was invited to the party by the person whom I helped yesterday. In this sentence, the person is the noun, whom is relative pronoun, I helped yesterday is relative clause. In both the sentences, the relative pronoun whom represents persons, but the persons don't act as subjects in the sentences. They acted as objects of the sentences. Therefore, in general, we can say relative pronoun whom is used for persons used as objects in sentences. Particularly, whom replaces pronouns like me, you, him, her, it, us, them, etc. Let's learn the use of whose as relative clause. Let's learn the use of whose as relative pronoun. Observe the sentences. The child whose picture was best got award. In this sentence, the child is the noun, whose is the relative pronoun, picture was best is the relative clause. Here, the relative pronoun whose refers possession of the picture by the child, or it indicates that the picture belongs to the child. Observe the second sentence. I met a friend whose father is a doctor. In this sentence, a friend is noun, whose is relative pronoun. Father is a doctor is relative clause. Here also the relative pronoun whose refers the possession father by the noun a friend, that means friend's father. Therefore, in general we can say relative pronoun whose is used to refer possession or belongings. Particularly, whose replaces my, your, his, her, it, us, then, etc. Let's learn the use of which as relative pronoun. Observe the following sentences. There is a factory in my town which makes fans. Here, a factory is noun, which is relative pronoun, makes fans is relative clause. Observe the second sentence. I met a puppy which is jumping at the kitchen. Here, a puppy is noun, which is relative pronoun, is jumping at the kitchen is relative clause. In first sentence, which refers a thing or a object, that is a factory, while in second sentence it refers an animal. Therefore, in general we can say relative pronoun which is used for animals or things when extra information is not needed. That means you know the nouns, the relative clause only gives us additional information about the noun. You can identify the nouns without the relative clause also. Particularly, which replaces pronouns like it, they, etc. Let's learn the use of that as relative pronoun. Observe the following sentences. Do you like the cat that is sleeping underneath the table? Here, the cat is the noun, that is the relative pronoun, is sleeping underneath the table is relative clause. Here, relative pronoun that refers the noun the cat, which needs extra information to be identified. Let's observe the second sentence. These are the songs that I usually listen to. Here, the songs is the noun, that is the relative pronoun, I usually listen to is the relative clause. And in this sentence, the noun, that is the songs, needs extra information to be identified. If we don't say the songs I usually listen to, you cannot identify the songs. Which songs? Like in the first sentence, if we do not say the cat is sleeping underneath the table, the cat which is sleeping underneath the table, you cannot identify the cat. So, in both sentences, the noun, the cat and the songs need extra information to be identified. So, in such cases, we can use the relative pronoun that. Therefore, in general, we can say relative pronoun that is used for animals and things when extra information is needed, particularly that replaces pronouns like it and they. Let's sum up what we have learned till now. There are 5 basic relative pronouns, that are who, whose, whom, which, that. Who refers to the people when the noun is used as the subject of the sentence. For example, this is the man who broke the window. In this sentence, who is the relative pronoun and the noun is the man. And here the man is the subject of the sentence. So we used who as the relative pronoun. Second one, whose. Whose refers to belongings or possession. For example, she knew the family whose car we bought. Here the noun is the family and the relative pronoun is whose. The car belongs to the family, so we use whose as the relative pronoun. Third one, whom. This relative pronoun refers to people when the people or the noun is used as a subject in the sentence. For example, this is the man whom I met yesterday. In this sentence, whom is the relative pronoun and the noun is the man. Here the man is used as the object. Like if we break the sentence into two, then the sentences will be like this. This is the man, I met the man yesterday. So in first sentence, this is the man is the object. So when the noun is the object of a sentence, then we have to put whom relative pronoun. Fourth one, which. It relates to animals and things when extra information is not needed to be identified. For example, my bicycle, which was in the garden, was lost. Here the relative pronoun is which and the relative pronoun is used for the noun my bicycle. In this sentence, you know your bicycle, my bicycle, I know my bicycle. No extra information is not needed. So we used which as the relative pronoun here. Fifth one, that. It also relates to animals and things, but here that is used when the noun needs extra information to be identified. Like in the example, the lamp that was in the room was broken. The lamp that was in the room was broken. Here the relative pronoun is that and the noun for which the relative pronoun is used is the lamp. When we say the lamp, there can be many lamps. So to identify the particular lamp, we have to say in the room, in the room, in that room. So we need extra information to identify the noun. So we used that as the relative pronoun here. The lamp that was in the room was broken. Now let's do some practice work. Fill in the blanks using suitable relative pronouns. Here are the questions. First question, where is the child? Blank. Parents have come to school. Guess. The noun is the child, and here in relative clause you can see that parents. Here you have to correlate the noun and the relative clause, and after relating both you can find the relation. The parents somehow belongs to the child, so the child possesses the parents. Parents belongs to the child. So when it refers to belongings or possession, which relative pronoun we should use? We should use whose. Where is the child whose parents have come to school? Second one, I saw many houses. Blank. Were quite spacious. Here the noun is many houses, but it do not need any extra information to be identified. I saw many houses, but it don't need any extra information. It's a thing, so we have to put the relative pronoun which here. I saw many houses which were quite spacious. Third one, we love those persons. For persons, here the noun is those persons. For persons or peoples, we have to use the relative pronoun who. Then the poem blank you read out is so lovely. Here the poem, you know the poem, you know what the poem is, so no information needed to be identified to identify the poem, so you have to put which here. I saw the children blank are throwing stones at the birds. First of all, identify the noun. Here the noun is the child. The child belongs to peoples or the persons, so you have to put who here. I like reading books. Blank have pictures in it. I like reading books. Which books? You need extra information to identify the books, and the information is books that have pictures. So here you have to put that I like reading books that have pictures in it. Then the next one, the old lady blank I met in your house is my neighbor. If we break the sentence will be I met the old lady. Here the noun the old lady acts as an object. So when a person or people acts as an object, then we have to put what? We have to put whom. That's all for today's lesson. If you have any doubt, then put it in the comment section. If you like the video, do subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon to get notified about my upcoming videos. Thank you.